I chose the position statement regarding literacy. It is titled Learning to Read and Write, Developmentally Appropriate Practices for Young Children. This is one of the most important factors in a young child's life. Learning to read and write is crucial, and the most learning takes place between the ages of birth to age 8. This is why it is so important for early education teachers to know the best practices to teaching young children to read and write. There are very high standards in literacy in the world today, and we want our children to get the best education and be able to keep up with the high standards. The old school ways of teaching are no longer effective with today's young children. This is why it is important that all teachers are constantly seeing new ways to teach literacy to young children. Reading is practiced much earlier in life than when the children come to school. This is why it is so important that the teachers know effective ways to teach reading and writing. Although these are occurring in the early years, it is impossible for the students to develop these skills without proper instruction from the teacher. The most effective ways to teach reading and writing to young children include reading aloud, concepts of print, and the exposure to them, linguistic awareness, alphabetic principle, English as a second language, phonemic awareness, invented spelling, and repeated readings. Although these are all great ways to teach students how to read and write from any age, ranging from kindergarten to third grade, the single most important activity to build these understandings and skills essential to reading success is reading aloud. Reading aloud should not stop in kindergarten. It is such a great tool to use with the older students as well. They are seeing how to practice fluency and really getting comprehension of the book being read to them. There are so many other important factors that go into teaching young students how to read and write. This is why it was so important for the International Reading Association and the NAEYC to come together and form this position statement.